over the years, as people come to see me, I always knew there was something wasn't quite right, because a lot of people came to see me and they were told, I don't know if you can help me, this runs in my family, my aunt had it, my grandmother had it, my uncle had it. And I saw that some of these people were actually the easiest people to help, because they definitely responded to, people that did it well definitely responded to what they were supposed to do. Now, I realized a long time ago that most everything in the human body was chemical and everything was action and reaction. Then I came to see where it had a lot to do with their genetic expression, which was epigenetics. So I saw so many people that had a history of diabetes, and they were told that they had tried everything, they had tried diet, and they always had a struggle. But then I saw when they did it correctly, and they left out what had to be left out, and they went through the detox, I saw they responded better than most other people. So I come to the point where I didn't buy into the fact that so much of our illnesses were genetically inherited because it was in the genetic blueprint. I realized that it was transgenerational epigenetic expression. What that means is that what's passed down from generation to generation through the mother, through the fetus, through the umbilical cord, is what's creating to some degree, the genetic expression, because it's really transferred down in a lifestyle. It's not really transferred down in the genetic blueprint. So I saw that happen a lot. And now, with the new information that's available, which is still very controversial, a lot of the old cellular biologists are just not going to buy into this, but the new research is pretty overwhelming, and it becomes very evident in my eyes, epidemiologically, by the people that do this, and I see what the bottom line to me. The bottom line is always results with me. I'm not overly impressed with double-blind studies, because there's not enough variables in double-blind studies. When you get to the bottom line and somebody's changing their lifestyle, there's many of the factors, the variables that could be factored into this. What it really is like a double-blind study. They're factoring all the things, all the factors in their lifestyle, and then you see what the outcome really is. So I'm a firm believer that we have tremendous influence on our genetic expression. And of course, I always go back to the spiritual values, like if I remember correctly, Dr. Bruce Lipton brought this up, but your spiritual values are so critically important, because they become the main focus of the thoughts that you entertain. How you value your thoughts is usually based by your spiritual values. So if you have good spiritual values, and I'm not specifically talking about organized religion here, if you have good spiritual values, the thoughts that you entertain really do become a reality, not only through your chemistry, which is everything is chemical and everything is action and reaction, but also in your genetic expression. The switches and markers outside in the membrane of the cell, one of the biggest factors are your spiritual values, the thoughts you entertain, the food that you eat, all the chemicals that you're exposed to, plus the emotional, psychological, chemical pollution that we're exposed to today in our society. If you're watching television, if you're watching the wrong things on the internet, if you're exposed to the wrong literature, if you're exposed to the wrong things in your lifestyle, plus if you're doing drugs, all these things factor into this equation.